I was adopted when I was 18 months old. A real close friend of the family suggested that, I look, and she had a friend that was a private investigator, and he did a search recently, and it came up, jackpot. He found out what my mother's name was, that she was deceased, and that she was looking for me since 2003. The next day, this close friend of mine, her name's Orchid, she had went on to work that day, and she went on Facebook, and she did a search and looked for a Janine Martino and a John Martino. That's my sister and my brother. And that led me to write the email. And then I fell asleep. An hour later, I woke up and hit the refresh button, and I found out my brother wrote back to me. And I called him, and he's like, it's true, it's true. And I was like, what? And, and then he had his wife call his father, and he confirmed the story.
I thought maybe it was a prank. I thought somebody's pulling my leg, and then we called to confirm my father, and it was true, and that was it. So we exchanged pictures online, see about who we look like, stuff like that, and so it made it easier when we first met. It was a little easier to meet instead of being very awkward, and so far things are working out very well.
I was in Mexico. My sister-in-law Allison had called my cell phone and said, "Oh, you have to call your brother right away." And I said, "Well, what's the matter? Is anything important?" She goes, "Oh, you have a brother." And I said, "I know I have a brother." She goes, "No, you have another brother." And I go, "No, it can't be." And she said, "Yeah." And then with that, I called my father, and he had just gave me the whole story as to what happened. And at that time when my mom had Jonathan, John, whatever, we don't know what to say. There's so many Johns. She wasn't able to take care of him, so they did give him to a good family at the time. And here we are now.
From what I hear, she was a great woman, and I just wish that I could have held her once. But I can hold my brother and my sister. And I'm grateful to God. And everything happens for a reason.